Alright, so this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to set up the CCG layouts. Just go ahead and go to the CCG Streaming Guidelines document. It'll either be in the rule document for the event you signed up for, which you can find on the form that you signed up with, or it will be sent to you. So go ahead and click on the Layout Download button, click the link. Up here at the top right, you'll see a download button, click that, and then click to open the zip file we downloaded. So the next thing we want to do is just extract this zip file somewhere on our PC. So I made a new folder on my desktop. I'm going to call it CCG Layouts. Put this folder anywhere you want. Just box select and extract the files. Then go ahead and open up this folder. You'll see techobold.ttf. That's a font file. Just go ahead and open it. Click on install. You won't have to click yes. It'll just install. And then we can close that. So we're going to go ahead and open up OBS. And we're probably going to have a lot of, scenes and sources already made in here, and audio and alerts and that sort of thing. So we want to not have any of that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Profile here. We're going to click on Duplicate. We're going to call it CCG Layouts. Click on OK. And then we're going to go to Settings. We're going to go to Video. And we just want to make a note of our base canvas resolution. If it's anything other than 1280 by 720 or an 1820 by 1080, please just choose either of those resolutions. And obviously our output scaled resolution should also be one of those two. It's okay if your base canvas is 1920 by 1080 and your output scaled is 1280 by 720, that's fine. Just remember the base canvas resolution. So click on OK. So now go up to Scene Collection, click on Imports, click on Add, navigate to wherever your folder is we extracted the files to, and then double click on CCG Layouts, either 1080p or 720p. Since I had a 1920 by 1080p canvas, I'm going to select 1080p. And then click Import. Now, once we go up to Scene Collection, we click on CCG Layouts 1080p, and that should open up the layout files that we downloaded. It's possible that nothing will appear here besides the clock. If that happens, just close OBS and reopen it. Should fix the problem. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is we want to get our splits set up. So go ahead and open up Live Split, wherever you normally do. So the first thing we need to do with Live Split is we need to install the run.gg component. So to do that, just go to the run.gg/upload key. The link is in the CCG streaming doc. And we want to scroll down to download the official run.gg live split component. And then go ahead and open up the directory where you have your downloads folder here. And also open up the directory where you have live split installed. So for me, it's right here. This is my whole live split folder. And at the top, there's a folder called components. Just drag and drop the DLL file you downloaded into the components folder and close the window. And then, as you can see, the splits don't fit in the layout at all. So to fix that, right click, go to Open Layouts, go to From File, navigate to that folder again, and click on whichever version is right for you. So 1080p or 720. So I'm going to select 1080. It should open the layout, fit in the layout. You should have 6 splits visible, and it should look something like this. If it doesn't look like this, then let me know. We'll figure it out. So the next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to add a webcam if we have it. Everybody's webcam is going to be a little bit different, but you're just going to want to right click, add video capture device. If you don't want to use a webcam for whatever reason, just go ahead and put your favorite meme or random imagery inside of the box. And we just won't use it on the restream. It's important that you put this underneath the overlay and underneath the splits. So this list will determine what shows on top in the layout. We just want the overlay and the splits over the game and the webcam. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is add your game feed. So if you're playing on emulator or a PC game, go ahead and open a window or game capture. For me, I'm using a capture card, so I'm just going to go ahead and add a video capture device. Click OK. It automatically pops up. And mine is a little finicky, so I gotta set the resolution manually. But anyways, now we have this here, and I'm just gonna go over a quick little trick to help with cropping. So you go to Preview Scaling, click on Canvas. This will make it so if you hold space and use the scroll wheel, you can zoom in, you can click and drag while holding space to move around. This makes it much easier to crop things. So you're gonna wanna select it and hold Alt and click and drag on this corner here till you don't see any more black, and then click and drag the top. So we have a perfectly crop, or close enough crop of a game feed here, and we can scroll out a little bit to drag and position this in the corner, and we can not hold anything and just click and drag to make it fill the box. So you can see I have a lot hanging over the edge here. We're snug up on the left, we're snug up on the bottom. If you just hold shift while you drag, it will let you alter the resolution slightly to fit the window. It's a good idea to have some screen like this where the edges aren't, you know, black or dark colors. You want something light, like a white, or the yellow screen works really good here for Mario 64 because you can really see where the edges are. So after that, that's pretty much it. All we need to make sure is that in Live Split, if we right click, we click on Edit Layout here, double click on the run.gg, and put in our upload key, which you can find on the upload key page. So that's really easy. All you gotta do is go to the run.gg, log in with your Twitch profile, and then click here to show your upload key, and then copy and paste that into the field here. Click OK, and then save your layout for good measure. So right click, save layout, and you should be good to go. The last thing we got to do is make sure we have game audio. So since I'm using a capture device, it's really easy. I just go to Add Audio Input Capture, OK. This is just for me, how I have it set up. And then I select my audio device, which is line in. And then you can see my audio input captures here. Just drag this bar down until it's around filling the green bar is good. Don't want to have much more than that. Don't worry too much about the audio mixing. We can do most of that on our end, but as long as it's around the green bar, you're good. If it's very quiet, like it's showing down here, when you have this maxed out, you can go to Filters, right click Filters, add a gain filter, and just boost it that way. If you're using a PC game or an emulator, the best way to isolate your audio is to right-click, add an application audio capture beta window. And with that, I can select anything running on my computer. So if I wanted to just use Discord, I would click Discord. Just pick your game from there, and it should remember that every time that you open that up. So yeah, as long as everything looks good, make sure you don't have any green showing through. If for some reason you don't have anything here and it just says webcam, you can go ahead and deselect web layout template here. Click the little eye, and that'll make your stream look a little less obnoxious. But make sure for the tech check we have that on. If audio application capture for some reason doesn't work for you or it has some sort of issue, you can use something like Voicemeeter or any sort of audio mixer. Sort of on your own for that stuff, but if you do need help with it, you can let us know. We can try to help you out. Oh, actually, before I forget, there's one last thing we want to make sure is just to take your video capture device or your window capture, whatever you're using for your game feed, and just make sure to stick it underneath the 4:3 overlay, or the 16:9 overlay if you're on the 16:9 feed. That'll just make everything look a little bit cleaner for your stream. So yeah, now that you're all set up, just go ahead and record a short highlight for us. Just make sure your live split timer's running, get a little bit of gameplay, and have the audio from your game playing as well on the highlight. Only has to be like 20 or 30 seconds, doesn't have to be too long. And drop the link to the highlight. It's gotta be a highlight, not a clip, into the tech setup chat in the Discord, and just ping at tech setup. And we will go through, make sure everything looks good, and check you off the list. and you should be ready for the event. So yeah, thanks for setting everything up.